Hello everybody, welcome to SNKronize. Hope everybody's been having a good start to 2023 kind of so far while Mike tries to pet the remote dog right here. I mean, it's not a dog that is a remote controlled dog, it is a dog in a remote location.
What are those things called? Ibo?
Oh god, Ibos, that's right. Don't they have like super advanced Ibos these days?
I think they do.
Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of SNKronize, and we finally have the patch. We have the patch. Cronin has been defeated. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, also please do not talk about spoilers in the chat. I know that everybody is hard at work to sleuth things out. And for the sake of people who prefer not being spoiled, try not to discuss any of the spoilers if you happen to know any of the spoilers out there. So,
yeah, shush.
Shush, shush, shush.
Quiet, you.
Oh. Let me know how Kitty's volume is as well. Hope she's not too quiet here.
Yeah, you guys, how do I sound? Does it sound okay? Everything good?
Yeah, I think that looks about matching volumes over here, so, okay.
Perfect.
Spoilers, my milk is out of date. That is indeed spoiled.
I mean, look, I'll tell you right now, the worst thing about it being a single dude living by themselves is that you waste so much food. You really do.
You gotta cook more, James. You gotta cook more.
I do, trust me. I'm cooking a lot more, and I still cannot get through all the stuff fast enough. Ugh.
No, I mean, my secret is I'm just going to have a smaller fridge. So I can't have too much food. That's my strategy.
Oh, man.
Anyways, so obviously we had a lot of big things happen this week, as in we got our balance patch, we got Shingo, the first DLC character of the year, and we have plenty to talk about that. But we're going to wait. We're going to wait to talk about some of that, because we have many things to gush about, many details to go over. James and I are going to kind of go over everything.
Jesus.
At least a little bit go over everything.
Right.
Show some cool stuff.
We'll talk about the big ones.
Yeah,
right?
Probably do some of the, assuming you haven't been sitting in front of Twitter or testing everything and you already know what all these changes mean. We're going to kind of just go in assuming you don't know what it means, like, hey, this move can hit airborne now. Why does that matter?
Right.
We'll do all that kind of stuff. But first, Kitty, I think you have some stuff you want to talk about.
Just real quick, I wanted to say, while you guys do all of that, I sadly have some obligations that I have to take care of. So I will only be here for a little bit of the show. And then these two are just going to lab TF in your veins, covering every single character, all of your questions, and you guys can have fun with that.
I mean, most of your questions and most of every character, at least.
Hopefully. We'll try to get...
whatever you all can
whatever.
fit.
I don't have anything else going on tonight.
There's like 900 characters in this game. I will try not to go too long.
No, I mean, we could just be like, this is faster, cool, this is better, all right, cool, whatever, moving on.
Yeah.
But we get to something cool, we're like, all right, let's talk about that.
I mean, you can break it down however you want. But the thing is that this is going to be one of those breakdown techie shows where after we're done talking for a little bit, you guys can just go ham.
Yeah, which means
James
probably
will get
means
frustrated while playing Olaf, certain characters, I'm sure.
Which probably means that the actual podcast version is only going to be the first half hour.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I definitely want to log into Spotify and hear people press buttons.
I mean, do people like hearing that on YouTube? Is that more white noise?
I mean, at least with YouTube you get the visual aid.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. Maybe when we transition, we'll just say, look, if you're listening to this, sorry, I'll put it there because maybe they want to hear see how this doesn't work.
Yeah, maybe get some timestamps for the characters or something. Might be okay.
Like that, yeah.
Actually, we should timestamp it by team at the very least.
Okay, sure.
Okay, that's a good idea. 6-hour Ramon deep dive. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted him to, I'm sure you could do a 6-hour deep dive.
So about that, So you remember last year I was doing like the occasional video on like here's the basics and here's like their max damage and these meters and stuff. I'm actually gonna do like I'm gonna try to do a max damage video for Ramon because he actually can do damage now.
They definitely seem like they up the damage of a lot of characters, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So what did we want to get to first here today?
You take the lead. I don't have
want
anything other than the game right now, so it's all you, kid.
Mike is like, game.
I mean, here's the thing. Like most of the time, it's me giving long ass presentations. So like, I don't have a presentation this week, so you.
Wow. I get that. Stop that. Stop poking me. Stop it. Just stop. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. With that being said, oh God, I think my internet's gonna cut out on me anyways. So if it does, just start labbing. But should I do community spotlight then now?
Do whatever you want. The floor is yours. I'm sorry. The floor is yours.
There you go.
Thank you. That was the. All right. Let's.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to do remote.
Community spotlight.
SNK community spotlight. We're talking about you.
Shoot, I was lagging, wasn't I?
You started on time and then went a little early and then went late. Like, it just didn't care. Your internet does not care about you.
This is Discord.
It's
impossible to sync up any sort of audio on Discord whatsoever. So it's all good. So.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep dissing them until they fix my internet. Spectrum, you suck. You guys suck ass. Monopolizing cable asses. You all suck. I'd rather have Cox cable, all right? Even with the funny ass name.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude, by the way, you really need to watch the context of what you just said. I'd rather have Cox.
I would.
Good night, everybody.
We are
well,
starting.
We're gonna have to put that thing within the first 30 minutes of warning on the video content.
We are off to a great start. This is amazing. Anyways,
fancy water
Spectrum, screw you. You guys suck. Your commercials are dumb. You overcharge my family for internet and cable up the yin yang. I wish I had Comcast. I wish I had Xfinity. I wish I had fiber optic. I wish I had anything but Spectrum.
I mean, everybody's who had Spectrum complains about it. Isn't that what like Flo has in Vegas?
I mean, also actually didn't HughesNet become Spectrum?
I don't remember.
Because Hughes was dog shit.
I will literally, if I could, I would just. You know, I gotta figure out how to cheat the system because, like, unless another cable company will come over and save me from the monopoly Spectrum I'm so screwed. I hate it. I hate it.
John Oliver was like, it's more like a mob shakedown because they have their territories.
They really do. I wouldn't be. It's the cable cartel. That's exactly what it is. It's the cable cartel. Anyways, community spotlight. If you guys didn't see me retweet it because I was so impressed with the great job everybody did, you're going to see it right now. If, James, you could play that link. Here is a sick intro of KOF cosplayers in Japan. More reason why I want to go cosplay with everybody in Japan when we go back there.
I didn't listen to the music. Did they cover Liberty?
Yes. Well, it's not.
Oh my God.
Okay, well, it's like a safety one for Twitter, but anyways, go on ahead and play it. And I want everybody to see all these awesome cosplayers and the great job.
He's working on it.
Hang on a second. I just remembered something. We need to switch this up over here like so.
Why are you growling at me?
Perfect. Okay. The spoiler label's in the way, but that's fine. Okay, let's do this. All right. So this is the video you're talking about over here.
Yes. Yes. That is.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me try to full screen this, and it is just filmed in this in the vertical, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's just Rock Howard. Stop it. videos of him doing his katas all the time around Japan.
All right, I'm sorry, Cheng the MVP.
I mean,
I love the shots of the ball
though.
hitting the camera.
Yeah.
And then just him going ape shit hit. Yeah. Sold.
Oh man.
MVP.
So, is that actually like they tried to recreate one of the titles, or is that just okay.
That's just them doing a really great compilation. I get so like in a good way happy envious because I follow almost all of these. Okay, apparently rock like their work too. I follow a lot of these cosplayers on Twitter, and they are just so dedicated to the characters and the martial arts styles and what they do. And they always get together and do these great group little photo shoots and videos and events. And it's really awesome to see.
Nice. I mean,
dude, a good cosplay group is nothing to scoff at.
I know one especially.
James, you have no idea how rare it is to get more than 3 people to organize, get a group going, be able to stay committed from beginning to end, have all their costumes done, and do all this together. Let alone, I love these groups of cosplayers in Japan that just get like 20 people together like it's nothing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, because like if we're lucky, we can get that at an anime convention. Like I loved going to like FanimeCon for that because that was the only way I would see more than 3 KOF fans in a room that I didn't already know.
Exactly.
I mean, again, it's a lot of the difficulty just comes from the size of the country again, right? Like if you have a big convention in Japan, like everybody's going to it, right? Because even if you can't, I mean, you could just take the train. I took the train from Fukuoka to no, actually I flew that one. I should have took the train because it would have taken a while, but they said that the train ride is really scenic. But I did take the flight, so
yeah, I'm definitely planning on the train. Like, I want to see Fuji.
Even in the States, even if I had friends that were down the street. Here in the States, oh my God, it is such a pain in the ass to let somebody even try to commit to meeting me for lunch, for crying out loud, let alone like do cosplay plans, all right? Like,
yeah.
Shout outs to Olaf and our buddy Colton, because we all got together as a trio and looked phenomenal at Evo Las Vegas last year. We organized and got all that together.
Amazing.
Yeah,
but see,
I still got to redo my hair.
I mean, it's actually a tough thing for the fighting game community right now. I was talking about this on stream yesterday too. That like we're getting to an era now because of the pandemic where people are used to not traveling now. That people are like, I don't want to travel to events anymore because I can play at home on my super optimized PC and stuff like that. So yeah, we're entering a very interesting era of the FGC to see how much we can transition back to offline, you know, and honestly, people
got comfy. We all got comfy. Yeah. We all just decided to be pushed into this way of life, and it works out better for most people.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that it's also like there's elements of the personality differences because there are some people in the FGC who are way bigger social butterflies who are like, oh, thank Christ, Combo Breaker's coming.
Right.
And then there are people like me and James who are like, later.
I mean, Combo Breaker sold out really fast, which is an indication, but I think we're going to enter an era right now where it's going to be the majors that are succeeding. And I think the regionals are going to be hurt a little bit more. You know, so it's going to be interesting to see how we transition after this. But, you know, hopefully the offline will still survive because the offline is still such a lifeblood of the fighting game community.
I mean, honestly, I think it will because a lot of people have the same thoughts that I have. Take Combo Breaker, for example. That shit sold out in 10 seconds. And nobody had a chance to get a main hotel room. I'm sorry, that hotel looks way bigger than it seems, obviously, if that shit sold out in like 10 seconds.
Well, it's just the amount of rooms allotted right? So they can't obviously give the entire hotel.
Yeah, but I mean, don't they get something
James,
like 70%
I tried to get the biggest
something?
room. I tried to get the biggest room, and I did not. After I saw it was sold out from Combo Breaker, I just went in for no reason to get a reservation like a civilian, a regular ass civilian going there during that time. And it's just like blocked out for you, blocked out for AAA people, blocked out for military, blocked out for this. I tried everything. Every different section to get in there.
Jesus, I'm gonna have to try to.
I wonder if we could play the system with me being a veteran.
I tried.
Yo.
I put your name in and then put like military staying there for no reason. I couldn't get through.
I'm still wondering if I can even make it to Combo, because I didn't even make it to CEO last year because I went to Combo Breaker on my own dime, and that was expensive. Normally, I'd been traveling to a lot of these places via Capcom Pro Tours and stuff like that, but obviously with Street Fighter 6 coming on, I don't even know what that situation's going to be.
Well, you need to make sure that somebody gets you to Evo Japan.
Oh, yeah. Evo Japan will be hiring commentary directly, so if they hire me, I will be going for sure. So, but they haven't...
But here's the thing I was trying to get at is that, exactly, James, it came out of your own dime.
Right.
For me, someone who just wants to go, who's never been, check it out for the first time, not even competing, mostly cosplaying, and doesn't have like a real job there, that is an over $2,000 trip just for me, just for one person. Like, with everybody who's had everything at their fingertips for the last like almost 3 years because of the pandemic, why am I pushing so hard to try and get a room for something that I'm only going for to hang out at, and it's going to cost me under $3,000 to do so? That is Evo Japan money.
Of course.
That is Evo Las Vegas money. So you're absolutely correct saying that the bigger ones are going to succeed more, even something as Combo Breaker, unless you're nearby, because people are already complaining about the round trip ticket prices that are already rocketing.
I mean, like I said, last year's CEO was the first one I missed since like 2011, not counting the one that was in December, you know, the small comeback one. And that makes me really sad because I haven't missed any CEOs, but like I said, I couldn't make it, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, because also it's not like this past few years have been great to us or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the last 6 months, please. We've been through it enough. But again, with CEO, and that the last CEO looked great. It was JoJo's themed. We should have been there.
Or that was CEO Otaku, right? That was JoJo?
It was CEO Otaku.
Well, yeah, I think it was CEO Otaku that was JoJo themed, not CEO proper.
Okay.
But that also looked actually really fucking fun.
Yeah, it really did. And I would love to go, but that was $3,000 out of nowhere.
And plus you're in Florida.
Not even just Florida. I was about to say you're in freaking Daytona. Oh, God, Daytona. Jesus. I mean, I always told myself if I got myself my own personal arcade, like a lot of people have, Daytona racing would be one of the ones that I would look for. But gosh, now having actually been to Daytona, I don't know if I can support that. You know?
No, you get something else. I mean, get like hard driving.
I mean, if I could, I would get the F-Zero arcade one.
The right fucking answer,
right,
but like that one's a little harder to come by in good condition.
Exactly.
Especially because you want the good one, not the meh one.
Yeah, the one that moves.
Yeah.
The one that.
Well, there are 3 of them. There are 3 F-Zero AXs. There's the one that doesn't move. There's the one that doesn't move. There's the big blue that does move, and there's the big fucking red one that moves more.
Oh, yeah. That's like, it's almost like you're completely in the car, right?
Yeah, so, I only know like there were like 2 or 3 places that had it that I knew of.
I mean, the only time I've ever gotten a chance to play even the small moving one was at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, because they have those free games that you can play over there.
Arcade Infinity.
Oh,
Arcade Infinity had it when it launched, and that's how I played it.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Set some pretty goddamn good times on Lightning.
That's the 4th difficulty track, right?
Yeah.
That track right there was one of my favorite tracks to play, because I would actually just go into training and just race with no cars, infinite laps, and that was it.
Yeah, because the arcade one, that track is so long, it's 1 lap.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
oh,
that
geez.
track is
huge. Okay. Oh, man.
It's like the Sylvia lap on Initial D. But for me, you guys can have that. But for me, I would need the, oh God, what year was it? Like the 94, the 96 Mazda convertible Miata for the Ridge Racer game in Las Vegas at the Sega fucking arcade. When if anybody remembers the Sega arcade inside Luxor. But if I had enough money and a big ass house, I'd be dropping it, and that would probably take half the arcade room because it was 3 giant screens.
Okay, Ray Rock, of course you remember.
What does that mean?
He remembers it because he lives in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Of course he'd remember.
Okay, fair enough.
He's an OG arcade like enthusiast, and he lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
Of all people, he better fucking remember.
God, I miss the Sega arcade. God, I miss Ridge Racer so damn bad. Ugh, good times being a kid in Vegas in the 90s. I could go on and tell you so many stories of so many sick ass arcades.
Still so bummed.
On and off of the strip.
The one time I was in Vegas and went to the Sega Arcade, I was there overnight, and I was only there during hours it was closed. So I got to look at it.
You were going, open.
That sucks so much.
Yeah.
No, but that was my number one place to go. And then when MGM Grand was MGM Grand and based off of Hollywood movies and stuff and was all themed and looked awesome, they had a whole amusement park in the back, which is now a parking structure. And that's where I learned and found Virtua Fighter 2 and fell in love with Lion Rafael. It was that arcade, and I was glued to it. My dad like came in 2 hours later. He's like, "Aren't you gonna go on roller coasters? Didn't you want to come here to go on, the log ride and the amusement parks and everything?" And just like, yeah, I'm almost done.
Dude, I literally went to Magic Mountain one time to play Marvel 2. When Marvel 2 launched, that was actually one of the first places in California that had it.
Really?
And so I went to Magic Mountain to play Marvel 2.
But was that when you were working there? No.
Way before.
Oh my God! So you didn't even have a pass or anything.
Well, I think I had a pass at the time.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, hey, we're going to Six Flags. I'm like, oh, sweet. And Marvel 2 was there, and it was like, I put enough quarters in to actually unlock Jill. Like that's how early this was.
Oh my God, that's funny.
But okay, one more real quick. Since we were talking about, I know it's not a racing game, but I would get the big sit down cab. I loved when those had Virtua Fighter 2 on them, where you could literally just sit down.
The big sit down Sega cabs. The giant candy cabs, like a 42-inch screen.
Are you talking about like the 33 inches or just even bigger than that?
I think the Sega one's bigger than 33.
Okay.
The Sega one was huge.
Like, have you guys even seen those lately? Like, I haven't seen those at all.
The last time I saw one of those, it was Virtua Fighter 3. And there was one in Lancaster. And, the monitor is, I think it's wider than your TV, and then, like, almost twice as tall.
It's 4x3, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's, like, at least as wide as this TV.
Do those things even still work? Jesus, if we were even to obtain one day, how the hell would we keep the maintenance for that damn monitor?
I mean,
God.
we know a guy, or we know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll sort it out.
I've always talked with Gabe from Button Mash about the sit-down Discs of Tron, which is probably
that's your holy grail.
Yeah, and that thing would be like $5,000 or $6,000. I mean, that was me looking for it like maybe 8 years ago or something like that. So now it's probably.
I mean, you know what? It might have stabilized actually because it was probably picking up more notoriety because of the new Tron movie.
Maybe.
And so maybe now it'll actually have.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if it was $2,000, I can't afford that shit right now. So it's like whatever. I almost don't want to look.
People pay $7,000 for that Street Fighter pinball machine at auction. So
that's also true.
I mean,
there's also we've almost paid twice as much as what a Big Red is worth nowadays. So we almost did.
I mean, I'm glad we got one, but my God.
Is it a sit-down Discs of Tron, or is it a sit-down regular? I didn't even know if there was a regular sit-down Tron.
I think there's a sit-down for the bikes one.
Because the sit-down Discs of Tron is not even a really sit-down. It's just one of those cabinets that you walked into, and the seat was just like a bump on the back.
So you kind of lean against it.
Yeah, exactly. But
because what were the other main? Because there was like, what were the other main ones? There was Discs. There was the bikes.
Well, I only know of the original Tron and Discs. The original Tron had bikes in it, but it also had the tanks and the spiders and breaking into the ice cream cone, basically.
Yeah, I think there might be one other Tron. Okay. But, I've seen stand-up Discs of Tron with no backing that they had at Six Flags, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And I think I've seen regular sit-down Tron. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the sit-down Discs.
Okay.
But I think there's still one other Tron.
I have no idea. James, I have no idea of the arcade console like you're talking about with the I've never seen that. I have no clue what it even looks like.
Because I also know like the sit down one for Discs of Tron was also the only one I think where Sark would talk to you. Like if you play it on the stand up ones, I don't think he would talk to you, but on the sit down ones, it would be like, you will regret this and nice, stuff like that. Yeah, see right
that's
there.
That's a beast.
Yeah.
Last pricing was 11,000 in great shape.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
But it's in great shape. Like that's actually reasonable. I'm sending you the thing so you can show people because you've talked about this thing a few times.
Right.
Actually, that one. Oh my God.
Actually, someone Rayraku already put it on here, so let's see if I can actually do this. There we go.
Well, I'm gonna share you the other one too, the listing one.
Sure, this is the one I'm talking about right here. Boom,
dude. Yeah, and that's like an advertisement for it.
Yeah, it's an old advertisement.
What year did that come out?
86.
Yeah, I know.
That would be my guess. 88 maybe.
Yeah, this game is so much fun. I was so good at this game, and I still remember when I went to the free play in Dallas. I'm sorry, for the Super Turbo tournament. Like, I just went there and played it, and I looped it one time, too, so...
Sick.
Yeah. This thing was so cool.
Wow, that even is the original marquees and everything.
Oh, the one that
and that's 11 grand?
I sent you, yeah.
Let's see here.
Well, we know what to
Okay,
get
so
James
it's actually called
birthday.
Discs of Tron Environmental Cap.
Environmental Cap.
That's apparently what it's properly called.
Okay.
So if I win the lotto, I'm gonna buy that for James and not tell him, and then he's just gonna have this big ass machine that he can't get into his place.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna have to move to be able to find a way to accommodate this thing. Now look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's so beautiful.
This thing is massive.
1983.
1983.
That fucking cab is older than me.
And it probably weighs 2 tons because it's so effing massive.
I would say maybe 12 to 1400 at absolute most. Probably closer to 800.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite games right there. Because like I said, you could flip it basically and start all over again from the middle. And like even having not played it forever, I went to the free play there and I did the loop and I got to the second time around. So
I mean,
it's like living them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know what month in 83, but I know I was born in the end of 83, so it's got to be older than me by a few months.
It just barely you.
But yeah.
All right, you'll be my substitute Discs of Tron for now, okay? So can I sit in your lap and play? No, I'm just kidding.
He's telling me I'm about to get played.
Yeah, basically.
And this is what happens when I'm not there. Apparently, this is how it is.
You can't stop me now, so
don't make me go over there. Oh my God,
that was such a good time.
You're having a disc?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, put disc on your lap. Is that what's happening here? So.
And you talk about me talking about Cox Cable.
I'm gonna have to make a parody of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Suck my disc.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Oh man.
I mean, you already have a
tweet Rob for it, did though, not like that.
Yeah, that's true. It's right there already. So, oh man.
Promise me if you ever somehow get onto a music CD that you get to have a secret track that's just you saying "suck my nuts, asshole" at the very end.
Fair. I will. I'll do it.
Okay, we won't talk about dirty stuff anymore. I promise. You've got him all worked up.
Oh man. Oh man.
We should have put synchronize after dark.
Oh man. After dark.
This isn't even that bad. We've had worse.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just when you say after dark, how many people will remember the screensavers, right? So.
Oh man, Matt Damon aging. Oh my god.
Flying toasters, baby.
Oh.
Let's go. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Right when you said that, I envisioned the toast with butter on it. James, you're a terrible, terrible, terrible.
Dude, I think is my brain always first goes to the weird like laser 4-line trapezoid things.
Yeah.
That's like my first one. And then after that, it's the Doom-like maze.
Yeah, the Doom-like maze. I always ran the one that had the little beads drop on all like the little like pachinko pegs, and if you left it there long enough, the screen would actually like fill up and stuff like that. So, anyways, we're being such old men right now. Man, most people are like,
you guys
what's a
really
screensaver?
are. It's terrible. It's terrible. It really is.
I mean, do people even know why they're called screensavers at this point? You know.
I mean, don't forget there are people who asked why someone would ever 3D print a save button when they saw 3D.
Yeah.
So you know.
So KOF and the new patch is out,
Right,
and
yes.
there's Shingo. Everything's Shingo. Everything's Shingo on the face of the planet. It's wonderful. We should really talk about that because it's new. It's brand new.
I mean, was there anything else that you wanted to talk about, Kitty, before we jump into the patch and all that stuff?
Honestly, besides that, I will basically save it for the next show because I have an angsty child that is gonna get a Rapukin off screen, so I don't get in trouble. But no, that was pretty much it. I don't have much for right now, but like you guys go on ahead, have a blast, and hopefully I will have more. Excuse you. I will have more to talk about next week, including some new synchronized news for everybody by next week. So
yeah, there's also in fact a couple of things I'm still working on because I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm literally at the point where I almost want to ask our viewers if there is something. If they have an opinion on something, but then it'll spoil everything else.
yeah, you can't.
What do I do?
Right.
It's got to stay a surprise. But anyways, you guys have a blast. Push all the buttons. Get techie, and I will see everybody else next show.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Kitty.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Go give cuddles to Rock because he won't let me cuddle him yet. So.
He will. He just hasn't seen you in a minute. That's all.
The chat is sending you love.
I love you guys too. Mwah. I appreciate all of you in the chat, and thank you for saying bye to me, you guys. I appreciate all of you.
All right. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye bye.
Do this.
Stop poking me. Stop that.
Oh man.
I'm terrible.